Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1965 Olympia SM9 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in Western Germany, and the second best typewriter of all time in my opinion, behind the great Hermes 3000. This stands up, and it's better in some other different ways. It's more durable. It's the most durable typewriter you can get. You can throw this thing down a mountain and it would still work. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper, and this is the left margin. I'm going to set that on 0, right one around 75, and this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back like a switchblade and extends. This is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers and a scale. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 1.5, or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want 1.5, just flip that switch down 1 notch. It skips 1.5. 1 more, it skips 2. Super smooth line space return. So I'm just going to keep it on single and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it in the middle on the white indicator, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful. Flawless operation, excellent condition all the way around. Beautiful typewriter, beautiful print. Pica number 97, prints 10 characters per inch. About as good as it gets when it comes to a vintage typewriter. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. Flip that forward, it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. I'm going to flip this down for now and put the color back on black. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button. It does allow you to get past that block and type all the way to the end. Very good. This is your touch control. Minus is low touch control. Plus is high touch control. It just increases the tension when you hit the keys. You do have to hit the keys harder for them to print when it's on high, but they do respond faster. So you just want to play with that. This has a pretty light touch for an Olympia. The SM9s went very light compared to the SM3 and 4. So this might be very useful to people who like a heavier touch. This is your tab set in clear. So this is the difference between the Olympia SM8 and SM9. The SM9 has a tab set on the keyboard, and the SM8 you have to manually set the tabs on the back here, and there's a limited amount of tabs, whereas this one you can set as many tabs as you want. Right now we have them set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to clear them all with this all clear button. Just flip that to the front and it should clear all the tabs. It's got a nice break to it, but I always like to set one somewhere in the middle so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. I'm just going to hit that set button right there. It just sets that tab right there. Super smooth. And if you just want to clear that one specific tab, you just hit that clear button when you get to the tab. Just clear that one specific tab, but we're going to set one anyway. Backspace on the right side. Super smooth, strong, durable, sturdy. The Mercedes-Benz of typewriters. The Olympia is made in Western Germany. Okay, this is your carriage lock. So you flip it up and move the carriage to the middle. It locks the carriage in the middle and it locks the keys. It doesn't lock the shift. Flip it down to unlock that. The hood opens like a car hood. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction, the side you want it to go to, just move this ribbon guide toward the front and it will swap to that side. And that's meant to catch the eyelet at the end of the ribbon, which is a little metal piece. It'll catch on there and swap it to the side it needs to go to indefinitely. It's the automatic ribbon reverse function that all typewriters have. And that's it for the keyboard and the internal spool area. This is your carriage release on this specific machine. It doesn't have one on both sides, just on the right side. And that's the same with the SM8. Some of the SM9s have them on both sides, but this one does not. Super clean, smooth, almost mint condition, but I just don't like using that term unless it's basically brand new. So this is a used typewriter, but it's just in immaculate condition. Okay, so if you flip this line space selector all the way to the back, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You flip it forward, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half a space. And the same concept, if you pull out the knob on the left side and turn, it will disable the spacing. You let it go, you get the clicks. Just want to be careful doing that because you will lose your line. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.